I will tell you about two things. First, exchange of gases at tissue level, which is the fourth step of respiration, and second, types of respiration. Before knowing this, let's know two things. Blood capillary present at lung level is known as pulmonary capillary or alveolar capillary. On the other hand, blood capillary present at tissue level is known as systemic capillary. At tissue level, exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide take place between systemic capillary and tissue due to partial pressure difference of these two gases. Partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide within systemic capillary are 95 mm mercury and 40 mm mercury. On the other hand, partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide within tissue is 20 mm mercury and 58 mm mercury, and due to which exchange of gases take place between systemic capillary and tissue by the process of diffusion along a concentration gradient. Now let's know about types of respiration. On the basis of site of gaseous exchange, there are two types of respiration, namely external respiration and internal respiration. External respiration is the exchange of gases either between atmosphere and alveoli or between alveoli and pulmonary capillary. Whereas internal respiration is the exchange of gases between systemic capillary and tissue. External respiration is also called as breathing, whereas internal respiration is also called as cellular respiration. External respiration is a physical process, whereas internal respiration is a chemical process. Further, respiration is classified into aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration on the basis of requirement of oxygen. Aerobic respiration mean with oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration mean without oxygen. Aerobic respiration causes complete oxidation of glucose, whereas anaerobic respiration causes partial oxidation of glucose. Aerobic respiration produces 36 ATP in the case of eukaryote or 38 ATP in the case of prokaryote from one molecule of glucose, whereas anaerobic respiration only produces 2 ATP from one molecule of glucose. Aerobic respiration generates 2870 kilojoule energy from one molecule of glucose, whereas anaerobic respiration generates only 247 kilojoule energy from one molecule of glucose. The site of aerobic respiration is both cytoplasm and mitochondria, whereas the site of anaerobic respiration is only cytoplasm. Stages of aerobic respiration. There are 4 stages of aerobic respiration. First stage of aerobic respiration is glycolysis. Second stage of aerobic respiration is oxidative decarboxylation. Third stage of aerobic respiration is Krebs cycle. And fourth stage of aerobic respiration is oxidative phosphorylation. Glycolysis. Glycolysis mean splitting of glucose. Glycolysis was discovered by three scientists named as Imden, Meyerhof and Parnas, and which in short named as EMP, and that's why glycolysis is also called as EMP pathway. The site of glycolysis is cytoplasm. In glycolysis, two molecules of NADH and two molecules of ATP generates. The second stage of aerobic respiration after glycolysis is oxidative decarboxylation. In oxidative decarboxylation, the end product of glycolysis, which is pyruvic acid, is converted into acetyl coenzyme A. In oxidative decarboxylation, only two molecules of NADH form, but no ATP. Oxidative decarboxylation occurs in mitochondrial matrix. Third stage of aerobic respiration after oxidative decarboxylation is Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle is also called as citric acid cycle or tricarboxylic acid cycle. The site of Krebs cycle is mitochondrial matrix. In Krebs cycle, 6 molecules of NADH, 2 molecules of FADH2 and 2 molecules of GTP, which is equivalent to 2 molecules of ATP, generates. Oxidative phosphorylation. The site of oxidative phosphorylation is inner membrane of mitochondria. In oxidative phosphorylation, NADH and FADH2 oxidize into ATP, during which water molecule is formed. In the next lecture video, I will tell you about respiration in plant. Thanks now.